As soon as you're ready to be aware and you're ready to make change, you'll realize change is the result of action. And action is practice. You become a master of self by practice. The way you're living at this moment is because of the practice you do. If you practice being mindful with your words, being objective, being less assumptive, you will break thousands of agreements that have kept you trapped in the dream of hell. Very soon, what you agree with or what you agree to will be from your authentic self, and it won't be that image you thought you were. Think about this. The first agreement is what you need to create a beautiful life. Be mindful with your word and to create your paradise. But that agreement needs help. It needs support. When you are when you're objective and less assumptive, it helps being mindful with your word. Then further, if you're less assumptive, you'll automatically be more objective. And likewise, if you're more objective, by default, you'll be less assumptive. This is the support the first agreement needs. It may seem impossible, but trust me, it's hard work, but it's possible. The agreement that makes everything possible is be your best. You can do your best. No more, no less. Just action. This is the agreement that everyone can do. In fact, it's the only agreement you can do. The best you can do doesn't mean sometimes you're giving 80% and then sometimes you're giving 20%. The best you can do is always 100%. That's always your intention. But you're changing. You go through life events, trials, tribulations that change your best from one moment to the next. How tired are you? How emotional are you? As you practice the 5 B's, your best will get better. Please don't set expectations on yourself and punish yourself if you break any of those B's. Your habits are too strong and too rooted in your mind. If you fail a B, just agree that, hey, the next interaction you do, you'll try and be your best again. You'll try and remember those 5 B's. Then it becomes effortless. It becomes effortless over time because you continue to practice. Can you imagine your life switching from conflict and drama to happiness? If you're going to create and tell stories anyways, then why not create the dream you want? If you resist and get bored, that's when the big judge takes over. The big judge inside will resist that boredom, and then you begin to judge yourself based on things you believe. How you're being so lazy. You should be doing something to change that. If you believe in your limitation, why not in the beauty of life? That's like the beauty of life that's flowing through you. Why not learn to be kind and generous? And if it works to you and everyone around you, then why not? Why not master the transformation and create your paradise? You're aware you're dreaming and you have the power to create paradise. You want to change your dream. And the 5 B's are the perfect tool you need. If you challenge your beliefs just by asking if it's truth, you may find out that all of your life you've been putting yourself last and living someone else's point of view. Am I good enough for mom? Good enough for dad? Good enough for my spouse? Good enough for my church? And after trying so many years, you try and put yourself first, but you're not. Why not put yourself first? You can learn to relearn love again. You can relearn love for your authentic self. If you practice self-love, you'll master self-love. And with self-love comes unconditional love. Be your best helps you become the master artist. The first 3 B's are in your virtual reality, but the 4th is in the realm of the physical. Taking action, practicing, doing stuff like that. You will master the art of transformation, which is the 2nd mastery of the artist, which you can clearly see the goal of this mastery is achieved by practicing the 5 B's and changing your mind in your own way. The result you want is the freedom to life rather than a belief system. When that book of law isn't there anymore, the tyrant, the judge, the victim, they aren't there anymore. Do you have the courage to be completely honest with yourself and see how you write your stories? Truly learn the superstitions and the lies that you believe. Do you have the courage to see what you believe? Or are there too many wounds to see? You learn by making agreements, and you unlearn by breaking agreements. Every time you break one, you unlearn it, your faith is restored, and the personal power you'll get from that, and is amazing. You can keep breaking agreements again and again and again and again. Be your best.